The Bloody Harvest event is almost over. On December 5th the ghost will disappear and we will not be able to get the unique Bloody Harvest event weapons anymore for likely a year, including the pretty nice terror debuff. Also, the special cosmetic rewards will not be available anymore. So I think it's totally smart to try and get them before it's too late, and there are some nice tricks in the game right now so you can get these items pretty fast. I will showcase the items as well one more time in this video, including their special effects that you might not know about, and I will also give one of these very cool items away, like a very good version for if you could not get it anymore. A like, of course, would be super appreciated, and let's go. I already showcased the regular Ghast Call in a previous video, but there are actually some other variants that make this corrosive grenade even better. So the regular one just explodes and then these skulls appear that go to the target. It looks pretty cool, but nothing really special. You can find a roided Ghast Call that increases the grenade damage by 20%. So it's quite nice against enemies with armor, but it gets even more fun with the cloning Ghast Call that splits into 2 grenades in the flight, so after you throw it, so more skulls will appear and go to nearby enemies for more damage. But we also got one that combines both the enhanced power and the split into 2 grenades part, and that's the Vindicator Ghast Call. That is by far the best Ghast Call for as far as I know, and just a monster against enemies with the yellow health bar, including the Agonizer 9000. I already showed you the corrosive Cutsman tactic in a previous video, so you can easily take this boss out, but the special version of this grenade helps a ton with that too. So you can easily get the multiple legendaries that this boss will drop on Mayhem 4. And just like the other Bloody Harvest event items, you can get them from 3 sources. One is obviously Captain Hans, who you fight at the end of the hack map. That will of course also disappear when the event is over. You first of course have to collect Hectoplasm by talking to Maurice near the Mayhem terminal. And Maurice will, by the way, stay on Sanctuary after the event is over and be our guide for future events. And I would not be surprised if he already got a new job, maybe at the end of December or January during Mercenary Day, the Christmas event that we also saw in Borderlands 2, and Gearbox already teased it for Borderlands 3 in a recent PlayStation Blog article. But yeah, we get the first expansion DLC on December 19th, so will they immediately do it afterwards, or will we see it in January? We have to wait and see. Maybe they will skip it this year, who knows. Anyway, in the hack hole map you fight many haunted enemies that also have a chance to drop the special weapons and items. And then at the end you fight Captain Haunt, and the Ghast Call is pretty good against him as well. What you can also do is go back to Sanctuary just before you hit Captain Haunt and then enter via the portal again to have all the haunted enemies in the hack hole map spawn again. So they can easily farm them if that is what you want. Although there is now a faster way to get the Bloody Harvest event items. You can namely have a ton of these ghosts spawn in the System of Slaughter map without actually killing the enemies. So just go to this area on Promethea, and what you want to do is at least survive until round 2. Because then there is a higher chance to see Badass Ghost and the Loot Ghost, and you want them because they have the highest chance to drop the special Bloody Harvest event Legendaries. So when you see a ton of enemies with the glowing effect, especially one or more with the yellow effect, then you want to hide next to the elevator in the corner of the map. Because if you go here, then the game thinks you leave the arena, so then the enemies will despawn and then the ghost will just appear and then you can shoot them to get the Bloody Harvest event loot. And now you just restart the wave if you want and do the same tactic over and over again. If you plan to do this for a long time, then I think it's smart to get to a later round than 2, because then you can get this result like with multiple enemies that have these ghosts in the first wave of that round, so you don't have to shoot your way through the many rounds before getting to the good enemies. And playing on Mayhem 4 of course helps to increase the drop chance of the ghost. And when you do the tactic to despawn the enemies, you can, by the way, also open the red chest in the area that you normally get at the end of the System of Slaughter, and then quitting to the main menu and redoing this tactic will give you an infinite red chest. Not that the loot is that good, although it of course can contain some legendaries for sure. Shout out to Glitching Queen, she highlighted both tactics in her video. I will link to her channel in the video description. And pretty funny, when Dennis and I were doing this tactic in the System of Slaughter map, Dennis threw the Ghast Call grenade and then the skulls would never stop. So every enemy that came close would get hit by the unlimited amount of ghosts. It was pretty weird, but it totally helped us get through the waves. And I will, by the way, give this special Vindicator Ghast Call away thanks to Jerk's Bloodshed for sending it to me on PS4. All you need to do is put your PlayStation Network ID in a comment under the pinned comment of this video. And you also have to be a subscriber of the channel before you enter. And then I will pick a random winner and announce it in a future Borderlands 3 video. I'm super great. Won the Nightflyer pistol, by the way, from my previous video. I will send you a friend request and then send you the gun. And did send a ton of weapons from the previous giveaways to most of the winners. And so check your in-game mail if you want. You can also get the Fearmonger shotgun, still during the Bloody Harvest event. It shoots these sticky bullets that explode after a short time, and you can get it in cryo, corrosive, incendiary, shock and radiation. But the cool part is that you can increase the amount of bullets that this gun shoots. So normally you shoot 4 bullets, but the moment you are terrified, you shoot more. I count 6 here on this dummy. So that's like 50% more damage, while the ammo consumption is still 2, just like for regular shots. Pretty nice, right? And you get terrified if a ghost hits you, so if you don't shoot it and let it get to you. But there are also other ways to apply this effect to yourself, meaning that this terror effect will still be present after the Bloody Harvest event is over. Like with this amazing shield, you trigger terror after a skill ends. So I just use my wreck attack and then I have this like green glowing effect covering my screen. So then I know that I shoot more bullets with the Fearmonger. The Stalker Sniper you get during the event from the Ghost or Captain Hunt also has this special effect if you are terrified. Also insanely increasing the damage output. So normally you shoot this burst and can switch between 2 fire options for close and longer range. You consume 2 ammo per shot, and with the burst that means that you consume 6 ammo per shot, and that's really the downside of this otherwise pretty great weapon. Your ammo is gone in no time. But you can greatly increase the damage to get more out of your magazine. You see that the regular bullets hit 1700 sometimes, 3500 on the same spot, but when terrified this is significantly increased. Now you sometimes hit 4000, 6000 or 8000, and that's because you actually shoot more projectiles per shot while still consuming the same amount of ammo. It's really great, and now you will freeze enemies way quicker. And something you can, by the way, also do in the hack map and want to do before the event is over are the challenges that can get you some pretty cool cosmetics. In the event menu you see what you still need to do. For some of the challenges you simply have to visit some of the rare spawn bosses that you can of course easily find with the quest on Sanctuary. You need to take out Captain Hunt 25 times, and that cryo challenge in hack is really the hardest in my experience, like killing enemies with a cryo weapon. There's also a special Bloody Harvest event shield that normally on a break creates this frozen nova, dealing damage to enemies and freezing it too. But if you are terrified, then the enemies will actually start fighting by your side for a short period of time. It's not really that powerful, but it's still pretty cool and can be nice for if you want to rest. Like if all the enemies that are attacking you get hit by the shield, you will not have a fight for a short time, so you can recharge your health and shield. Subscribe for everything Borderlands 3 if you haven't already. Like the video to support the channel, and totally check out the giveaway if you want a chance to win that awesome grenade and are on PS4. Totally check out my previous video on amazing weapons that were added with the recent November update. Those will not disappear, by the way, like the Bloody Harvest event weapons. You can watch it by clicking on the screen, or I will link to it at the end of our golden chest opening that Dennis and I always like to do at the end of a Borderlands 3 video. Dennis? Here. Oh.
Hey, can you hold this for me? Yeah, can you hold this while I open the chest? I got a couple more. There you go. Now I'm good.
Wow. Doesn't
Oh,
give
you
you some luck?
Wow.
No.
One of them bounced on the chest.
What?
But even my sacrifice was not enough to give me
Who
good loot, 'cause
revived
it's
you?
still... Yeah, it's all of its purple.
But who revived you?
Did the NPC do it or did you do it?
I did not do it.
I think.
I was like.
Then he did. Thank you.
Huh?
Can
he revive?
Yeah, NPCs revive you when you get down near them. I can try it again. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, you're
Does
on
this
fire
work?
again.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Yeah.
And now he should come and help me up. Yeah.
I did not know that. Nice.
True friendship.
Okay, I will open another chest. Man, you learn every day. I got 100.
Hey.
89. Oh yeah. The flute.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the burst fire revolver.
Jacob's pistol. Oh, not bad. Although I did not get a great roll or anything. Subscribe, of course, for way more Borderlands free coverage. We will keep you up to date on everything that is going on. Expect a new hotfix actually when the event is over, so on December 5th. We will, of course, let you know everything that changed and stuff like that. We got way more awesome videos coming up, including one about all the new weapons from the raid that we haven't covered yet. You can watch our previous video where we actually do cover a lot of the other weapons that you can also get in the takedown by clicking on the screen. Like, of course, the video if you enjoy the content, and we will speak to you next time. Goodbye!